Join me on day 2 of helping out in these Syrian and Palestinian refugee camps. First of all, we started the day with a 2-hour long journey all the way to these special camps called Arsal. Arsal is a small village found on the Lebanese and Syrian border, and it is actually a camp run by US Aid. Over here, you'll be seeing us driving past our 4 lorries that we're going to need to unload throughout the whole day. Yes, that's 500 parcels, 15 grand worth of parcels delivered straight to these guys' doors. Here you can see the entire camp, and on the cliffs you'll see little bases, and that's where the army stays and stops people from being able to go elsewhere. On the camp we have this school of hifz where they're basically learning how to recite the Quran. And here's Amir shouting takbir, and look at the smile on his face. He is truly in his element. They also were showing us how they're reciting all of the Quran and how they're learning. And then we moved on to the camp. The lorries were driving past, and this is literally every single food parcel that we went and delivered it directly to their door. So if they're females, like on this side of the queue, then we would be delivering it for them. And if there were males, then obviously they'll be able to take that themselves. Obviously, if they're elderly, we would help them out as well. But these are directly delivered straight to these people's doors. And alhamdulillah, the team and the children of the camp were in very, very good spirits. Beautiful children, massive smiles despite exactly where they are in this place, full of tents. And honestly, their belief in God is unwavering. It's madness. This is the toilets that are normally split between 4 families. And you can see another example of a toilet here. And again, that would be shared between a number of families. You can only imagine the state of these toilets. I don't know if you can see this, but that sign behind Assad is a sign to say that someone had paid the rent for the entire year, reaffirming the fact that literally I cannot believe still that people have to pay to live in these places. This next section is truly heartbreaking. Seeing the children watching these candy floss, we decided to buy it for them, and we didn't realize how special candy floss was to these children. News travels very fast in these places, and before we knew it, there were hundreds of children and only 83 candy floss. We had to leave because of the amount of havoc we had caused, and to be fair, we luckily had already delivered all the food parcels. Obviously, what we did was against the charity guidelines, and it was out of the goodness of our heart. But it just goes to show how desperate these children really are. We then went on to the widows' camp, and over here we found water tanks padlocked because only 10 litres of water per person per day was allowed. This was by far the most testing of days. If only we could do more.